Welcome back, everybody. Today we are looking at Galarian Darmanitan. This one is the spread deck I am most excited about. With Galarian Darmanitan, you deal 80 with Blizzard, spread 10 to the bench. Really good for setting up knockouts with Alolan Sandslash-GX. With Spiky Storm, you deal 100 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it, which is amazing for ending a game. But if you're playing against, say, a VMAX deck, or a Tag Team GX deck, you need to be able to do a bunch of damage, and that's where Crushing Headbutt comes in. Frosty the Snowman, for 4 energy, can deal 170 damage, but during the next turn it can't attack with Crushing Headbutt. So if for some reason you survive, you can just use Blizzard again, you can switch out of the active, reset Crushing Headbutt. With the Ice Cube video you saw the other day, things didn't go great. I got some wins, but the losses, you didn't get to see through editing, the magic of editing. Today, I'm hoping I get 2 good matches. I don't have to edit anything out, but the deck is pretty much the same as the Ice Cube one. I just had to make some changes with Evolution Incense. We need to get our Frosmoths. We need to get our Darmanitans. We have 4 Quick Ball, only 2 Bucket, 13 Energy. The custom catcher, odds are, will gust once. I had to cut the Fion. Maybe I could go down to 12 energy and put a Fion in, but I think with Jet Geyser, it'll be enough. Let's find out. And here we are, game 1 with Darmanitan against a deck with a whole bunch of stuff going on. I think I saw grass, fighting, water, probably a Jirachi. Maybe this is a mirror match? I'm not sure. Or it might just be a fighting deck with a Fion. It's tough to tell. And we have 2 Quick Balls, 2 Rods, and it's a Breloom deck. I think we're favored because, I don't care if we get put to sleep with Mareep. Oh, wow. This would be a great hand if I was going second. Okay, so I have to ditch the energy, ditch a supporter. It's going to be tough, but I have to do it. And we'll get a Snom. So we have 2 Darmanitan, 1 Bucket, lots of supporters. I'm sure I'll support her next turn and get none of them, because that's what always happens. But we don't want to have Marnie because this deck probably doesn't play a Jirachi. I can't remember if I saw Metal. There was so much to see at the starting screen. And I don't know if they're going to take a knockout next turn. I have to be asleep. Oh, yeah, I went first. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll get the Ditto, and we'll just sort of pass to them and see how their setup goes. And there we are. And I'm guessing... Okay, so they got off to a good start. They have 2 Shroomish. The Breloom, you have to be asleep, and it does a bunch of damage. I don't know if it can one-shot a Darmanitan, though. With 140 HP on Darmanitan, I think it's weak to Metal. Yeah, we're weak to Metal, so I think we could survive a hit. Yeah, and we want them to fill up their bench. If they fill up their bench... Okay, so that'll put 10 damage. If I can evolve this turn, though, I'm not in range of being knocked out. Alright, yeah, we'll bench you. Why not? So we have Frosmoth, we have Darmanitan, we have a research for next turn. I don't know if it's worth evolving the active. If I do, I survive, but I only have 2 Darmanitan in the deck. It's a tough call, but we're a spread deck. Oh, okay, I can't even do that. So I want to keep the Ditto. I think we just let them knock out the Darumaka and say, go for it. You want to knock it out? Go ahead. Take your first prize. Cream cheese ragu. And that's fine. Put more Pokemon on your bench. And we're happy. Ooh. Don't know if I agree with that, just because I've never had luck with Hapu. Yeah, you see that? They got rid of supporters, Switch, Snorunt. Snorunt would have been perfect, because that puts damage on itself. And you're seeing here, yeah, if your opponent's active is asleep, it does 90 more damage. They'll probably just put me asleep right now. That's fine. Oh, okay. And they're going after the Ditto. That was smart. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll get an Evolution Incense. In hindsight, I probably should have put the Frosmoth up there and hope I got an Air Balloon. I'll use the Incense. I'll fail it. I'll Custom Catcher. Hope I don't get anything I need. Well, I guess that was actually perfect. So we'll do that. We'll research and we'll hope we see a balloon or something. So I need the hearing to be something really good. I'm going to get rid of the Sandslash because we'll rod you back in later. I can get a Volcanion, make things tough for them. And I keep forgetting Audino's weak. But if I get a water energy off this, everything is good. So I'll get a Snom. Alright, and hearing has to get me a card. Has to get me a water energy. That's not a water energy. I'll Ice Dance to Darmanitan. And we will probably see the Audino go down. Because I have to imagine they play a Diancie. If they played Diancie, that's a knockout. If they don't, they buy us another turn. I can use Crushing Headbutt. I can do pretty much anything. And they failed the netball. Does that mean they're out of basics? Or do they know that I'm a spread deck and filling up your bench is a really bad idea, especially with something like Mareep? Oh, there's a Snow Runt. So, ooh, that one's tough. Okay. I'm going to Hearing first, just in case we get an Air Balloon. Otherwise, that water is going on the active. And we will just retreat. Ooh. Do I want to retreat first? I think I still, I want to wait until there's more energy. Yeah, we're just going to do this. We want to take a knockout on the active. Or do we? And like I said, we're a spread deck. Spread deck spread. I want to spread. I don't want to take knockouts. I want to set them up for the end of the game. So yeah, I think I Blizzard. And we're just going to slowly set them up for an Alolan Sandslash at the end of the game. Unfortunately, we lost our Ditto. So if they custom up this Sandshrew, that makes our life a little bit tougher. We'd have to rod Sandshrew and Sandslash. But hopefully you're safe. Hopefully they Hapu a Custom Catcher. That'd be wonderful. No, it was Erica's, I think a Switch, an Energy, and they're putting me to sleep. Okay, well I have switches. No, I don't. I have one switch. Okay, so we'll Viridian. We'll Bucket for an Energy. We'll attach to you. And hopefully we get our switch. That is not a switch. Alright, now we're just sort of waiting. Yeah, so if they have Diancie, I actually don't mind if Diancie comes down. Because that's another Pokemon. That's another thing I can spread to. There it is. Okay, so they're taking knockouts on our Darmanitan. Freedon Strike, they'll knock it out. I'll Blizzard, I'll take a knockout, and the only thing that won't be in range of Sandslash is Diancie, and that just needs 10 more damage. So I think we'll Ice Dance to the Volcanion. There we go, and we'll rod back in the Sandslash and some energy. Sandslash and... Right, we were short Darmanitan. So we'll do that. Got more energy. And Custom Catcher, I don't know if they're going to be important. But I don't necessarily want to research. I mean, if I get something that I can't play, yeah, we're just going to research. Get as many cards as we can. Okay, so that's pretty good. I could Jet Geyser, but they might just send up that guy, and I'm not taking a knockout. Yeah, we'll take a knockout. We want to take at least one knockout right now, just to sort of disrupt them. You know, we don't want them to get too comfortable. We want them to have to at least work a little bit, because it's single prize versus single prize. I don't want them to have, you know, Balelba and Bryson Man, which clears their bench. Maybe they play Scoop Up Net. You know, judging by the looks of this, I'd say this is pre-Rebel Clash. It might even be pre-Sword and Shield. You know, this is looking like an early list because our matchmaking ranking is very low right now, thanks to the Ice Q deck and a bunch of other testing I've done with something like Palo Sand. We're very low. We're facing decks that you would not normally face if you if you had a good ranking. You know, you'd just be playing Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia all day long. Okay, that's fine. We have... Oh, and we woke up. Even better. I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to go right into a Blizzard. So I can win next turn as long as they don't bench anything. This is exactly what I was trying to do. Oh, wow. What are they doing there? This is exactly what I was trying to do with the Ice Cube deck, was set up a Sandslash that can just take all the knockouts. And right now, that is what's happening. Hopefully, they understand that I'm recording a video right now, and they let me do it. Otherwise, it'll be just a quick defeat screen. Okay, so I can't win next turn if they bench that. But I can leave them with a Soul Mareep, and that'll be pretty much game. Okay, so we win right now as long as they don't see what we're going to do. We'll Ice Dance to the Sandshrew. We'll sort of keep the Sandslash a secret right until the end, just to hope they don't hit that concede button. And we'll switch into the Sandshrew. We'll get the Evolution Incense. We'll get the Sandslash. And please don't concede. We want to see a Spiky Storm. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm not slow rolling ya. Spiky Storm. And there you go. Wipe their board completely. Spread deck that spreads. I'm filming this video right after Ice Q, so you have no idea how happy this makes me. We're going to go on to game 2. I don't care if it's a loss, a win. Game 1 was awesome. Let's see what happens in game 2. And we are back with game 2 against... I have no idea what we're facing right now. There was Fairy, there was Dark, there was Colorless. I think there was Fire. Is this Grand Bull? Is that what we're facing? Because if it's Grand Bull, that's another win, and that's another great game for us. And it's, yeah, I'd have to say it's Macargo, Oranguru. Maybe there's a Hoopa in there. That might be the Dark. So we're going to Quick Ball. Maybe the Research. But we're pretty much, we're going to clear the hand next turn. So we'll get rid of that. And we'll just go get a Darumaka. We'll attach to the Darumaka just in case we get Marnied or something. And yeah, next turn we can start spreading next turn if we don't get Marnied. You know, all we need is an Air Balloon and we're good. And yeah, single prize decks, they hate spread decks. You know, Malamar hates spread decks, Granbull hates spread decks. Everything that is a single prize deck hates spread. You know, even with Mew is going to slow me down. You know, that's what the custom catchers are for. I have to take a turn to put together some custom catchers, knock out a Mew. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world, especially against a deck that can't skip ahead. You know, they're taking one knockout every turn as long as they get everything they need. There's no turn where they're going to knock out somebody on my side and take 2 prizes. It's just knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's what they do. There's nothing special about it. All right, and I guess we'll just put the Sandslash directly into the discard if it's in the deck, because we can rot it back in. You know, we don't need the Sandslash right now. We just rot it back in later. It's one less card we have to worry about seeing before we actually need it. You know, we just want to get down to the bottom of our deck. We need the cards we need. And I don't even think I care about giving them a Viridian. But I do care about giving them a Marnie. So we'll Ice Dance. I think I'll just get another Darumaka. And we'll ditch the Marnie. We'll get a Darumaka. We'll Ice Dance to that one. And we'll just sort of, if they knock out the Frosmoth, oh well. I'll have 2 attackers set up. And there's not much you can do after that. As long as I don't draw absolutely horribly the rest of the game, this should be a win. Though come to think of it, if this is an updated list for Rebel Clash, they might play Scoop Up Net. You know, this is a Sword and Shield list. They're playing Quick Ball. Maybe they put in some Scoop Up Net. That would hurt, but I'm not sure if Scoop Up Net necessarily fits in Grand Ball. Okay, Lucky Egg is completely fine. I do not care one bit about Lucky Egg. I'm going to give you cards with Marnie anyway. You know, Lucky Egg's a great card, but I don't care right now. I'm just going to Ice Dance to you, and we're just sort of waiting. Yeah, we'll pass. We're just waiting. We're in cruise control right now. We don't have to worry about them skipping ahead. You know, maybe they custom the Darmanitan and knock it out. That would be annoying, but we have a Rod. We have Volcanion. You know, we have Mew. That sets up more knockouts. The Absol's slightly annoying, but that's why I play Air Balloon instead of U-turn board, is if the opponent does play an Absol, it only makes the retreat 2. Air Balloon reduces you by 2. So it's not a big deal. You know, U-turn board does recycle itself if you get knocked out, but Air Balloon is Absol proof. And now they have a Lucky Egg on their Mercado, and they have to get themselves a Switch. And let's see if they can do anything. Gonna Great Ball. So it's looking like they're setting themselves up for they'll switch. So maybe the Viridian was a bad idea. But, oh. Okay. I guess they didn't have a Switch left in their deck. Okay, well, we'll roll one more, see what happens. Well, we just got another win. I don't know what was going on. They just sort of stopped playing, I guess. I mean, they stopped playing, then they played a little bit, and then they stopped. So now we're going to try and do one more game. Technically, we're, I think, what, 3-1? I don't know how much I've edited out at this point. I've had 2 matches that just didn't go anywhere. So hopefully this is a good one. Who knows? I'm just sort of filming until I can't. Until I have to stop. Alright, so this hand isn't horrible. I do need a Snom. And that is horrible. There's not really anything I can do about the Mew. Except knock it out. So we'll Hearing, see if we get anything good. So we got a bucket. So we'll go get 2 water energy. So we have 3 Snom, 3 Frosmoth, 3 Darmanitan. Sandslash is in the deck. We have 7 supporters. Haven't seen one yet. So we want to get ourselves a Snom. I don't think they're going to take a knockout this next turn. I'm sort of banking on that fact. I'm also sort of banking on the fact that they keep the Mew in the active. So I'll attach to the Darumaka and hope for the best. You know, we only have 3 custom catchers, so we're only gusting once without our prizes. And we have to take out the Mew. Okay, and they're playing Crushing Hammer. And they flip tails, good. Okay, so is this Is this just regular ADP? But it must be with energy switch. You know, this is weird. I wouldn't think we'd face ADP this low on the ladder. We should be facing, you know, this is the best deck in the format. You know, maybe it's not updated and they're just not having any luck against the Rebel Clash decks, but I have to imagine they're still doing really well. And so there's a Frosmoth. That's really good. We'll get a Darmanitan. And if this is a research or something, we're doing great. Do I want to increase the odds, though? This is a tough call. If I get rid of the Viridian, you know, I have to increase the odds. I have to knock out the Mew this turn. So we'll go get Ditto. Actually, I probably should have got a second Audino. That might have been the smarter decision, just in case we don't get anything. Then I'm at least not stalling next turn. Well, I have to hope that they don't got it. Otherwise, I can retreat into somebody, but I'm not really excited about that. I think I'll retreat into somebody. You know, I'll retreat into Ditto, because I don't want them to get cute with the Mew and try and just... If I put Darumaka and it gets stuck there, they can just Mew ping the Ditto. That wouldn't be great. But, you know, with ADP, they can just run right through me right now. Absol completely fine. Man, if I just had a better setup right now, you'd be seeing a Darmanitan deck dominating an ADP deck. And that doesn't happen very often. Alright, so come on, supporter. That is actually exactly what we need. It's what they need too, but, you know, at least I'm not stuck. You know, they're gonna, if they don't have a water energy, then they're not doing anything. You know, they're just gonna probably use Brave Blade. Show me what you got. Perfect. So yeah, getting rid of Viridian proved to be a really smart idea, and it was completely by accident. So this almost went from an auto loss to maybe I have a slight chance. You know, I'll hearing before I use No, I won't. I will put the Darumaka and the Darmanitan back. I'll put 2 water energy back. And we'll see if we can set up another one. Set up another snowman. We cannot. Actually, maybe we can. We cannot. Alright, so at this point, do I just want to get the Mew? If I get a Mew, I can quick ball. I'm going to research next turn. So I get Mew. I can soften some things up. But this could be the turn they need to GX me. But even then, they're still taking 3 knockouts, because I'm never going to give them a GX until the very end of the game. So I think I attach to the Mew, Ice Dance to the Darumaka. We retreat, and I think we just Psi Power. I'm trying to think who we should Psi Power. I really don't want to have to do math right now. So 80-80. So I 3-shot there. I think I just do 1-1-1, just in case they rod the Mew back in and I can't hit the bench. And I have to custom the Mew again, and then GX. I at least have 2 guaranteed prizes right there with Sandslash. So then all I have to do is knock out an ADP, which is not as easy as it sounds. Okay, so we're on a 3-turn clock. Oh, why don't you just... Oh, you're healing off the damage. That's smart. Or you're not. Okay. What was the point of all that? So they have altered creation. We're gonna... Oh, that's a rough top deck. I mean, if I... What... Is there anything I don't... Well, more customs. I don't want to draw into more custom catchers. We gotta just... Hopefully we get some waters. We got a Frosmoth. That's good. So that was perfect. You know, sometimes using custom catcher before research pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. This time it did. Okay, so we have an attack with Darmanitan. I think I have to use Crushing Headbutt, because then Sandslash just wins me the game. So as long as they don't Mallow and Lana the Darmanitan. Oh no, I forgot. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's gonna cost me. But it's not like I could have done anything differently. I could get rid of the Polka Doll. But that wouldn't really do anything for anybody. So I think I just put one there, there. Okay, so that was rough. I guess technically I should have just used Blizzard, but I completely forgot about the Absol. So they're gonna Ultimate Ray, go down to 3 prizes. I have to Crushing Headbutt, hope they don't Mallow and Lana, and then Alolan Sandslash-GX. So it'd be a smart idea. I think it'd be a smart idea to bench the Volcanion. Or no. Because I need to set up the Sandshrew. Because if they capture the Ditto and knock it out, there's no way I can win. So I need to set up Sandshrew. How much energy is in the discard? We have 3. We're down a Rod. If I use Research, I get rid of a whole bunch of supporters. I can't. I have to maximize next turn as well. So that is bad. That is very, very bad. So we'll just... I think we get rid of the Volcanion. No, we'll get rid of the Darumaka because, like I said, we need the Sandshrew. We need the Sandslash combo. If we don't get that, we don't win. That is not what we needed. So I'm not taking a knockout. I'll Air Balloon the Frosmoth. I don't want them to think that the Ditto is anything. So I'll just put the Volcanion into play. I'll Ice Dance 1 energy to it just to sort of be like, hey, this is going to come up next. Don't pay any attention to the Ditto. And hopefully me doing all that is enough. You know, even if we lose, we're the right cards away from beating ADP. You know, if I get Sandslash next turn and 3 energy, we win. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they retreat to the bench. As long as this Ditto survives, we have a chance to win. Crushing Hammer doesn't matter. Yeah, see, they're going after Volcanion. That part worked. Okay, so we have a chance to win against ADP. We just have to get Sandslash, and then we take 5 prizes. Okay. I have to believe in the heart of the cards right now. That's a Sandshrew, that's fine. I wish I'd seen you last turn. Okay, so we will custom for 2, and let's see if keeping all the supporters in the deck paid off. It did not. Wow, that's a rough one. I guess I should have used Jet Geyser to thin the hand a little bit more. Okay, so we have 3 supporters in the deck, a Sandslash, Custom Catcher. The odds, what, it's 5 out of 13 cards can potentially get us there. All right, here we go. If Hearing can win us the game. Well, hang on, I don't have it yet. Oh, that's it. Oh man, we won. Sorry about the audio there. This was so close. We just beat ADP with Galarian Darmanitan. And after a couple, I'm glad I stuck it out because there was a couple of bad games where the opponent just sort of conceded. But we won. That's insane. We just beat ADP with the Galarian Darmanitan deck. I am 100% stopping here. This was awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Hopefully with Lost March or something not as interesting. I'll see you next time.